Yeah, he'll be there.
If you want to take it to court, I'll be there.
Will you tell the truth in court, or are you gonna lie like you're lying now?
Swear to firm.
Scumbag piece of shit. Dude, I have 100 videos of you guys doing that. You don't get in trouble, you're a liar.
I don't want to take you to jail tonight, okay?
We told you
But
that.
if you're going to push my buttons, we'll go straight to jail. I'm not kidding with you, okay?
You hate to see it, but evil cops think they're the superheroes of the law. They believe nice guys finish last, but when it comes to getting in trouble by higher authority, they're first in line.
Pull up to the next intersection and make it right. He's yelling at me over the loudspeaker. I wonder what I was doing. What is with the siren? He got on his loudspeaker and said, go to the next intersection and take a right. Oh, man, I can't win. Well, I'm trying to just go about my day here. Here you go. Here's your heroes. And here we go.
Can you roll your window down for me, please? I just wanted you to pull off the road at the next intersection. I didn't want you to come all the way up to Pasco County.
Is this not the next intersection?
No, sir. There's about 5 driveways you could have pulled into.
I thought you meant the intersection here. I apologize.
I said the next intersection. There was a community there you could have pulled into. And I pull people over all the time to pull in there. There's an open field right there you could have pulled into. There's many places.
Just a misunderstanding, sir.
The driver being questioned is ex-cop John Philax, who is now an auditor. We can see that John clearly followed orders, but even then this cop was upset. As an ex-cop, John knew exactly how to handle this situation.
Can you roll your window all the way down for me, please?
Why?
For officer safety.
Sir, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm recording everything.
Okay.
Okay,
So
here's my hands.
I'd like you to roll your window down, please.
Sir, I don't feel safe.
You don't feel safe?
I do not.
Would you like me to get another deputy so you have 2 law enforcement
I'll
officers?
feel less safe if there's 2 of you here.
How would you not feel safe with police officers here?
I could explain it, sir, but you're not going to believe me. So here's my license, which I'm required to give you. Here you go. And here's my insurance, which I'm required to give
I
you.
need you to put your window down, sir.
Sir, I'm not required to by law.
Yes, you are, sir.
I am not.
I'm gonna check
I've been through this many times.
Okay, please put your window down.
I don't feel safe. So here's my hands. They're going to be on the steering wheel.
I need your registration also.
Okay.
Could you send me an 94, please?
Why am I being stopped?
For speeding, sir, you slid right past me and you were going 65 miles an hour. It's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Okay. Here's everything I got.
Okay.
And here's my hands, okay?
You want to tell me
Oh,
what
wait,
the
here's it.
problem is with rolling your window down?
Here's everything I got. Here's all my paperwork. I'd rather just remain silent.
John was well versed in the law. You only have to present the paperwork to the officer. You aren't required by law to answer any of their questions. The officer was getting really impatient for not having his way.
I'm going to say this one more time. I remain silent. I don't answer questions. And that's it. Do what you have to do. I've given you everything I'm legally obligated to do.
Do you have any firearms in the car, sir?
I don't answer questions.
No, you need to answer that question, sir.
I don't answer questions, sir.
Sir, do you have a firearm in your car?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Are you some sort of sovereign citizen or something?
No, I'm not, and that's defamation.
I'm sorry? I'm asking you a question. I'm not telling you.
No, sir, I do not work for the police. I do not work for the police.
No, I didn't ask you that.
Well, that's what a sovereign citizen is.
No, sir.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Sovereign citizen is somebody who doesn't think that the law applies to them.
Sir, I've given you everything I'm required to give you by law. What are you talking about?
I'm just, you know.
You're just making stuff up now.
I've been polite.
I've been polite to you too, sir, and I've given you everything I'm required to give you by law, and I've done everything I'm required to do by law.
All right, I also need your telephone number.
No.
Okay.
He's totally lying. I was not going 65 miles an hour. I had my cruise set on like 54. Here you go. I'm a sovereign citizen because I'm obeying the law. He's violating the law, trying to get me to incriminate myself, asking me questions I don't have to answer. He thinks I have to answer him because he's the sovereign citizen who has a badge. He's called back up because I won't roll my window down, which I'm not required to do. All traffic stops can be done with the window rolled up.
John even carried around the exact laws and their reference numbers with him.
8.14. I'm not required to sign. 3.8.14. I'm not required to hand you my license, even though I do it, because if you don't, they'll get violent with you. Thus, I'm not opening my window. I gave him the courtesy. I opened my window. I did everything I'm required to do by law. And he's lying. I was not going 65 miles per hour. So here we go. Now another fucking court battle. This is unbelievable. So I'm traveling in a safe manner, doing about 54 miles per hour. He lies and says I'm doing 65. So he'll lie in court and say I'm doing 65, which is a bald-faced lie. He'll have no proof to back it up, but the judge will believe him because he has a costume and they all work together. This is how this works. Now, he's got guns and tasers and everything, but he's scared. And I told him I didn't feel safe rolling down the window, and he says he's gonna bring a second deputy, and as if that's gonna make me feel safe. That makes me feel less safe. And here he comes now. Let's watch him.
This situation was obviously frustrating for John. Nobody likes to be penalized for doing everything right. John's patience was about to end.
I'm citing you for speeding. Like I said, it was 65 and a 50.
That's not true, but okay.
You have.
I have my cruise set. I have my cruise set on 54, and I have a dash cam. You see that, right?
All right. So anyway,
that's fine. Okay.
$43 fine, and you have 30 days to take care of it. Thank you.
And you're going to be in court.
Drive safely.
Yeah, he'll be there.
If you want to take it to court, I'll be there.
Will you tell the truth in court, or are you going to lie like you're lying now?
Swearing affirm.
Scumbag, piece of shit. Fuck off. You too, piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. You fucking piece of shit. What? What's my deal? Armed men stop me and steal my money? You call that freedom? Are you armed? Or are you stupid?
You're talking about us?
Yeah, you! Armed men!
I don't get any of that money.
You don't get any of that money? Where's your paycheck come from?
It doesn't come from citations. It comes from county taxpayers.
Right. I pay you to steal my money, correct?
I didn't take that money. It's not my money.
Who's initiating the theft of the money? The armed men who are stopping me on the road, traveling freely down the road, trying to go about my day. You're going to steal money from my face. Yeah, just shake your head because you know it's true. It's not true that you are... Hey, buddy. For me, I was going 54 miles an hour. I had my cruise control on. Your guy's a liar. Good cops don't let bad cops do bad things. So you're not a good cop either.
You'll have your day depleted in court.
Sir,
right?
Are you kidding me? So the sovereign citizen judge and the sovereign citizen cop who work together all the time, is he going to have evidence I was going that fast, or is he going to be hearsay?
He will.
No, he won't. He'll just say, I saw John, and the judge will believe him. Huh? Bro, you're a sovereign citizen. He's a sovereign citizen. You guys violate the traffic law nonstop. I have about 100 videos of you guys violating traffic laws, and you're armed hypocrites coming here with guns trying to steal my money. How come he didn't make me sign it? All of a sudden he realizes what the law is. And he tried to tell me I have to answer his questions. He's a liar. I know I don't have to sign it. He tried to tell me I have to answer his questions. No, I don't have to answer anything. I don't have to answer any questions. You guys are liars. You're a sovereign citizen.
He's trying to make sure that you get your citation. That's all it is. He's trying to
and I gave him everything he needed, and he insisted I still needed to answer his questions. He's a liar, just like you. Okay.
I don't understand why you're so negative towards law enforcement.
Because law enforcement take human suffering and turn it into cash. You guys don't do anything productive. How is stealing my family's money?
Stole your car today and drove away. Who would you call?
If I called the cops, and they wouldn't do any good. Because you, first of all, you rarely recover anything. You rarely prevent any. No, it is true. I'm a police accountability activist for about 20 years now. I've been following you.
How many cases have you followed up on the Hillsborough County and District 1 lately?
Hey, how many bad cops have you arrested?
4 for 6 this month.
How many bad cops have you arrested?
4 for 6 this month.
How many bad cops have you? See, you won't answer that. How many bad cops have you arrested? How many cops breaking the law have you arrested, pulled over, given citations to?
Personally, 1. I've only been here 6 years.
You've arrested a cop. For what?
Domestic.
Oh, he was in a private capacity? How about when he's in his official capacity?
He wasn't committing a crime. He beat up.
How many cops who break traffic laws have you pulled over? 0. Okay. So cops don't break traffic laws?
Of course not.
Non-stop. You guys don't follow the law. You guys don't follow the law because you're sovereign citizens.
We actually have GPS in our cars that actually gets us in trouble. If we're speeding for any reason, it sends a...
Dude, I have 100 videos of you guys doing that. You don't get in trouble. You're a liar. Oh my God, what a liar. Yeah, complain to the cops and then they investigate. The cops investigate themselves.
Just make sure you give him all your information. That way you...
I did.
And you can get out of here quick.
And I did. And I gave him everything he wanted. He wanted more than I was required to give him.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine. It's not fine that you ask for more than I'm required to give you. That's disingenuous, uncredible, and it's not. I feel that way.
The cops definitely regretted pulling this guy over. I don't even think their chief ever spoke to them like that. That's exactly how these tyrants should be put in their place. As the man said in his own words, he'll be taking this to court. Let me know in the comments if you want to see an update on this. This next cop crashed his car, and officers found a vodka bottle in his passenger seat. On November 16, 2022, IMPD officers investigated a car crash in Ohio, and the driver involved was their own Sergeant Peter Feckes.
I guess until he pulls it out, it's rubber on rubber.
Yeah, you can see it's bent in.
Okay. And that.
Can you give me a statement about it? Briefly, what happened though? What did you see?
So we're checking for spots over here, where you roll up on him and he has his car on. He slumped over. We knocked on the window and he just wasn't waking up.
Okay.
Refusing to get out of the car and all that. So, and then obviously smoking alcohol. So,
Did he make any statements to you, anything like that?
no, he basically, he couldn't talk. He was like just mumbling.
He's mumbled?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get to see his eyes, anything like that?
No. I just smelled it.
Okay. Was there anything in the vehicle? Like, do you see, like, on the floorboard and the set kind of holder?
He has that bottle of vodka in the vehicle that we observed.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I think
I
you're
don't know how
right. I
much
just
is in
saw
it.
a bottle of vodka next to him.
You had a bottle of vodka next to him?
Yeah, it was right next to him. Yeah.
Okay, in the seat.
Kind of like it's big enough where it covered the seat and like
Okay.
floor.
I see what you're saying.
I saw cans, but I don't think that's alcohol. I think it's like energy drinks or whatnot.
Okay. I'll figure it out in a minute.
We'll get you on.
He's in that vehicle?
Yeah.
he said
That's
he
our
had-
guy on duty, like
In the
normal
vehicle?
duty. Yeah.
glove box.
Because we're doing the event. Did you need OH3s from us?
If
We're
you
the
would-
ones that discovered
Yeah,
it.
if you wouldn't mind, if you could write me out something on there and then contact information for you all and who you are so I can get in touch with you about it. All right?
Okay.
All right, now be right back.
From what we can tell, the sergeant was in hot waters. The State Highway Patrol found him in a miserable condition. And here I thought cops would know not to drink and drive. The officer then talks to Feckes himself.
All right, man, I'm Trooper Garner. How's it going? All right, you're going to come out here with me. You're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I want to talk to you. What's going on tonight? Step out here with me. We're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I want to talk to you.
Hey, brother, talk to him so he can
Yeah, come on, man.
do as much as he can.
You have my phone.
Yeah, we got it. No, we're
Okay.
Feckes didn't even seem to understand where he was. His lack of responses made the questioning officer more and more annoyed. Eventually, the officers would conduct field sobriety tests.
let him talk to you.
That's all we need.
No, I need you to step out.
Come on.
Come on.
No.
Yes.
Hey, bud.
Look,
We talked about this earlier.
I'm going to
When
tell
you
you,
got here, you were going to cooperate with him. I know you wasn't with me, but you're going to with him.
I don't want to take you to jail tonight, okay?
And we told you
But
that.
if you're going to push my buttons, we'll go straight to jail. I'm not kidding with you, okay? I understand what's going on. I can smell it come from your breath. I already know what's going on. You're starting to push my buttons already. If you're going to be compliant, be compliant. If not, we can go to jail. And you can figure it out later, okay? I'm trying to be polite with you, but you're not wanting to look me in the eye. You're not even wanting to speak to me. Ask you your name, you just look down, okay?
Peter Feckes.
Peter Feckes? Okay, Feckes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm Trooper Gardner.
Yes.
I'm Trooper Gardner. All right, I'm gonna have you step out with me, or we're gonna go back to my patrol car, okay? So please step out. Because I can have them transport you to jail, and I can just meet you in there. It doesn't matter to me, okay? So would you like to step out now? Come on, man.
Stick with him.
Just work
Stick
with me.
with him. Stick with him.
Just work with me, okay? All right, step out, man. All right, I'm gonna take a look at your eyes. Is that all right? Something you're wanting to do? No?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take a look at your eyes. Is that okay? Is that something you're wanting to do? Okay, well, I'm gonna put your feet together for me. All right. See the tip of my pen?
Okay.
If it is something you're willing to do? Okay, look. Predicated on whether or not you take any test or anything is not how I determine.
Yeah, but these are SFSTs.
Correct.
Right.
I'm going to explain it to you real quick, though, okay? Whether or not you refuse it is not predicated on whether or not you go to jail. Your attitude determines that with me, okay? I'll be upfront with you. As long as you're polite and cooperative, I'll work with you to get you home, okay? But if you're gonna be a pain to me,
I'm not being a pain.
let me finish. If you're gonna be a pain about stuff and not let me do my job, we'll just go to jail and I'll solve the problem for myself. That's how I do it, okay? So if you don't want to take this, you don't have to. You know that legally, as the rest of us do here. I have to offer it to you. I have to try to do what I can do, okay? I clearly see that you've been drinking. I can smell it on your breath.
Okay.
All right, I can see your red shot, bloodshot, and glassy eyes. They found you slumped over the wheel. I'm just trying to do my due diligence and check. You don't have to, but if you do, that's all I'm trying to do. So it's entirely up to you whether or not that's something you want to do, okay? It's entirely up to you. I'm asking. Is that something you want to do or no? No? Okay. So here's a, do you have problems with your shoulders or anything? No. You what? No. Okay. Because you're just cuffed in the front. I know you're a bigger guy. Probably have a hard time trying to get behind your back. No. I'm going to have my cuffs on you instead. Okay, you don't have anything on you to prove it, poke me or cut me? Alright, I'm telling you right now, you're under arrest for operating a vehicle impaired tonight, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before advice and before you ask any questions.
Feckes was placed on administrative duty while an investigation went underway. Feckes joined the department in February 2002, and now the veteran officer faces 3 misdemeanor charges. Decertification is also on the line. But this drunk cop wasn't half as bad as the next one, who ended up taking a life due to her drinking habits. On March 1st, 2025, the Richland Police Department were called to a traffic collision in Village Parkway, Washington. When officers arrived at the scene, they were met with a gruesome sight. A motorcyclist had crashed into an SUV.
I'm just getting here, so I know you already answered some questions from the other guys, but generally what happened? And
so I went and picked up a Domino's pizza.
Okay.
I was turning left in here. I live right over there on Wild Canyon Way.
Okay.
I saw what I thought was a car with one headlight out.
Okay.
Right just past where the reflective sign is, that white one.
Okay, sure.
And so I was already slowing in the turn lane and saw him there, and I was like, oh, I got enough time.
Okay.
I turned, and as soon as I turned, just felt the boom.
Okay. So as you're turning, you thought he was further away?
No, he was definitely past that reflective sign when I saw him.
Okay.
And then I think I just, like I say, I thought it was a car with a headlight out. Didn't realize it was a motorcycle. I didn't realize the rate of speed.
Okay.
They were going at.
So you think he was going pretty quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Because from that reflective sign, it's kind of, I live here, so
sure.
That's always my general rule. If they're past that sign, then you got plenty of time if you're already slowing to turn in.
Gotcha. So you know, based on making this turn and numerous times, that you know how to judge that distance.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, good to go. Okay. All right. So you're probably aware we're just gonna run this like normal. So I'm just gonna run you through some voluntary field sobriety tests if you're willing to. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do any.
Okay. All right. What about the PBT? You willing to do voluntary PBT?
I don't want to do any tests based on the.
Okay.
This is Officer Sarah Klassen of the Washington State Police, and after hitting a biker head-on at full speed, she just casually refuses field sobriety tests. The officer questioning her noticed that she reeked of alcohol. The officer then had Sarah write a statement.
I'll be honest with you, I would love to rule out impairment, but without the fields, it is hard to rule that out. Obviously, it's voluntary. I won't ask you again, but there may always be that question down the road.
I just rather not.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand, but I know how it goes too. So
Yeah. What do you mean? You know how it goes?
Even if there's like a little, if I had a glass of wine earlier or something like that, I just don't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I definitely don't feel impaired. I don't feel like there was impairment as an issue.
Did you have a glass of wine earlier?
Not gonna answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You just mentioned like if.
Mm-hmm.
So
if I would have, yeah, or had, yeah, but yeah.
No. I think she has something on board.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Is there?
we have to.
Is there going to be enough to get a search warrant?
So yeah, I'll write it. I mean, unless you want.
What changed?
So I was just studying her. She got a couple misspelled words on here.
Okay.
She wrote sigh, and she said 100 feet. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. She estimated the distance between the guy on the motorcycle and her to be 100 feet, which that's way more than 100. That's 500 feet. She said she was almost through her turn when clearly she was at the very beginning of her turn. Her eyes are a little bit glassy, a little bit.
What would those lights be?
But could be, but we got to err on the side of caution.
Okay.
I do not have a great sense of smell, but I think I smelled a little bit of odor of alcohol, enough for me to say. And then I told her, I'm like, hey, we just want to rule out impairment. And by you not doing it, I'm like, I'm not going to ask you again, but I'm like, we can't rule it out. And she's like, yeah, well, if I would have had a glass of wine earlier, I know how this goes. And I said, did you have a glass of wine earlier? And she said, I'm not going to answer that. So,
Okay.
I think with everything, we have to. I mean,
Okay.
I will write the search warrant. But yeah, I'm still recording. I'm still recording. I would have loved to have ruled it out. All right. So, like I said, we were really trying to rule alcohol out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced that alcohol wasn't a factor. So right now you are under arrest. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put your hand behind your back. So we will be doing a search warrant for blood. Okay. That way there will be no questions. What was that?
I was asking.
Oh. All right, we'll head back to my car over here. For dispatch warrant custody.
Imagine a world without any awful cops. Sounds like a peaceful world. Unfortunately, that's not our reality, and we must keep wishing for a world where they are all caught.
So I'm free to go,
Yes,
and
you're
I'm
free
free
to
to
go.
stay. Fuck you, Officer Horton, you piece of shit.
It's chilling to witness how some cops, drunk on power and wearing a badge, let corruption and cruelty define their actions. But when they're confronted by someone with real authority, be it a judge, a federal agent, or even their own superiors, that's when justice takes center stage.
I know, I just don't want you near my gun where you can grab it.
I'm not. Shut up. Shut the f up.
Excuse me?
Shut up.
On April 3rd, 2022 in Lafayette, Indiana, Officer Christopher Cudworth of the Lafayette Police Department found himself in hot water with his supervisor.
Get your supervisor.
Okay, I've got one coming.
Keep your hands where I can see him, man.
Hey, you can't tell me what to do, partner.
You work for me. I don't work for you.
No.
Partner.
No, you're a citizen. I'm here to protect the public.
And who do you work for? The citizens, right?
No, I work for the mayor. I work for the mayor,
What
sir.
makes?
I'm
No,
hired
you
by
work
the
for the
mayor to
people.
protect
Shut your mouth. What
Very
makes you
good.
think I would reach for your weapon?
the gentleman here is requesting a supervisor. What? Because you're within arm's distance and you're swearing at me. You're a hostile person.
So before I swore at, by the
So
way, that's
if
free
you're not
speech.
hostile,
That's not
I'll
hostile.
report, it's fine.
Free speech is not hostile. That's
Yes,
free speech.
swearing
Did
is
he seriously just claim he works for the mayor, forgetting that the mayor works for the people, was elected by the citizens, and is paid by the taxpayers?
sends another person to
So let's go by your narrative. It didn't disturb her. The recording disturbed her, right? So the recording is disorderly. I don't think so,
no,
dude.
the recording's fine. I don't have problems.
But you didn't mention
Okay, we're
anything
done.
about the
I'm waiting on
swearing.
a supervisor.
Secondly,
Okay, I'm
you
waiting
made the
hard.
comment
I'm
about
right
reaching
here.
for your weapon before I swore, didn't you? You're way out of your league here, dude.
I've got a supervisor right here. You don't need me for the supervisor.
Way out of your league. Don't move, man. Watch your speed, dude. Owned. Absolutely owned.
Notice how he didn't wait for his supervisor and just left. That says a lot about him.
Hi, Mr. Abrams. What can I do for you?
How's it going, Sergeant?
Good.
I just met your officer Cudworth.
Yes,
Excuse
sir.
me. He was conducting a traffic stop, right? I was not speaking to him, standing on the side of the road, on the sidewalk, excuse me, as he came up on the side of the car. And he came up to me and he said, "Step back." And he's not going to pull that shit with me. So I want to make a formal complaint against him.
Okay. All right. So I'll watch his body cam. All right. So we'll get that taken care of.
And so where do I get a complaint form?
We don't have complaint forms. You're complaining right now to me. I'm taking your statement.
Is this how it normally
and I'll
goes?
hustle.
Okay, so
Brian knows.
okay, so you'll take a look at his body cam and then
Correct, sir.
I can check in with you when.
You can check with me later today.
That's unacceptable.
I had a run-in with him yesterday too, and he was the rudest,
Yeah, I heard
nastiest
about it.
cop I ever met in my life.
So
He directed traffic. He told me as soon as the crosswalk turned wide, he directed traffic into me. That's just crazy.
I already had a conversation with Officer Cudworth, and so I told him if he's feeling uncomfortable, if you guys are filming on his traffic stops or something like that, to use the emergency incident area, which I know you guys respect. So, because I know Brian's done it in the past, and I know you have also. Obviously, I haven't seen you much on days, but
Right.
on nights, I think you guys.
Yeah, you quote the emergency incident area and you point out to where that is, and it's fine, no problem.
Great work. That cop is an absolute disgrace, and that's putting it mildly. Now he's finally in trouble. In the end, the officer faces his supervisor, gets reprimanded for his behavior, and learns a lesson he won't be forgetting anytime soon. And just when you think accountability has been served, the supervisor steps in and takes it to the next level. The way they handled this rogue cop will leave you questioning everything about how authority should be wielded, so keep watching.
Your contact is non-consensual, sir.
Do you see those lights? This isn't consensual. So I'm stopping you because you're filming the kid.
On August 9th, 2022, Officer Horton of the Zephyr Hills Police Department illegally detains a First Amendment auditor. What happens next will leave you absolutely speechless.
Mr. Do you understand what I just said?
I plead the fifth, sir.
Okay.
Your contact is non-consensual.
It isn't consensual. This is not a consensual encounter. You are detained. This is not a
For what crime am I being detained for?
Explain that to
For
you.
filming a child.
For filming a child. Yes.
Are you for real, dude? In public? Am I under arrest, sir?
Supervisor on his way.
Who is your
So
supervisor?
You're more than welcome to speak with him. His name is Sparkman. Officer Sparkman. Why are we filming a child?
Your name and badge number, sir.
I know that you can see it, but it's Officer Horton. Badge number is ZH462. Okay. Anything else I can answer for you before I go back to my question?
Are you ridiculous, dude?
It is illegal to film children. It is. Do you have that parent's consent to film that child? Do you have that parent's consent to film their child? I didn't think so.
So that cop was talking to a minor without the parent's knowledge, but somehow the cameraman is the one in the wrong. Right.
Stepped out with him because he's filming a juvenile.
He detained me is what he meant to say.
That's why the lights are on.
No, he detained me, sir.
I'm investigating, trying to find out why he is filming a child.
And you're his supervisor?
He's not.
And is filming a child in public illegal, sir?
Filming a child? Why are you filming a child?
I was filming your officer here, but he claims that I was filming a child. What do you mean, just be gone? He detained me illegally, sir.
You're not detained.
I find it highly suspicious that a man with a badge and a gun is interacting with a minor almost alone. This officer, who's armed, could easily be a potential threat. His behavior becomes even more questionable when he realizes he's being filmed alone with the boy, especially for someone who's supposed to be upholding the duties of his job.
You can go.
He detained me, sir.
But I'm telling you,
being detained,
He's undetaining you.
yes.
So
You're free to go, sir.
Okay, so I'm free to go,
Yes,
and
you're
I'm
free
free
to
to
go.
stay. Officer Horton, you piece of shit.
Thank you.
You bag mother.
Thank you.
You just illegally detained me. Do you understand what you did, sir?
I did not. He's
John.
trumping
Thug
me.
mother.
He's
Do
trumping
you
me
understand
and
what you
letting
just
go.
did? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I
How
don't
long have you
understand
been a
why y'all
police
have
officer,
so
sir?
much leniency to him.
John.
How long have you been a
done.
police officer,
Just be
sir?
done.
Why don't you look it up on your little pay chart?
You're a real disrespectful pig, sir.
Am I?
You certainly are.
How?
Tell me how I am.
Fuck detaining me for filming in public, you stupid son of a...
No, that was not.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Sparkman, ZH469. You're free to go.
I sure hope you're going to speak to this gentleman about what he just did to me.
We're good.
What do you mean we're good? I'm not fucking... I was just illegally detained. What is wrong with y'all, man?
The cop just made an epic fool of himself by trying to enforce a law that doesn't even exist. The confidence he had in being right, hilarious. And shame on the supervisor, who works for the public, for not stepping in and telling the officer he was wrong in the moment. Clearly, teaching officers the law isn't a priority in this department. In the end, a formal complaint has been filed against this officer, and as a result, he will receive the training he clearly needs. And just when you think justice has been done, the situation takes a shocking turn. The way this officer is arrested while on duty will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the system, so keep watching. On February 22, 2022, Albuquerque police officer Jeffrey Wharton was arrested before his shift even began, charged with beating his girlfriend.
This side here.
According to the criminal complaint, Wharton violently beat his girlfriend, leaving multiple gashes on her head and face. Her injuries were so severe she had to be hospitalized and diagnosed with a brain bleed. Some of the incident was captured on the couple's Ring doorbell system.
Detective Hatch, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an explanation as to why we're here, okay? So right now we do have a warrant for your arrest. It's for aggravated battery against a household member. 2 counts of that, kidnapping and interference with communication. Okay, so those are the charges that are pending right now. I do want to give you the opportunity to talk to us and tell us your side of the story. Do you want to take that opportunity?
Not after hearing that.
Okay.
Notice how they give him the opportunity to give his side of the story, and he instantly declines. If this guy could do this to one of his loved ones, I can't even imagine what he might have done to the people he arrested.
Get children or adult. Guys ready to live a little bit? Make sure there's crucial bonds. We're one in US. Let me kick off your boots for me. Kick off your boots for me.
Send me a warrant. I know. Oh. Wait for it. Real hot right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they painted the walls pink, though, because what it does is it de-escalates angry behavior. Or saw a study decrease the amount of riots.
Did they paint the
In prisons and jails. So they're like, yep, pink jail. Personally, it just makes me a little more angry.
I found them on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a little bit of space right here, and I want to move my flashlight just right up stuff there and have my hand.
Killing it? Yeah, I know. I'm probably gonna take this off because it's like starting to dig into my upper butt.
There are so many evil cops that the good ones have a bad reputation. It's difficult to spot a bad one when you see one, but for higher authority, it's all too easy.
You can't leave people in that position. He's not gonna. He's in handcuffs.
Corrupt officers often face humility at the hands of higher authorities, proving that no one is above accountability. Here are instances where such tyrants were instantly humbled by those in power. On July 3, 2024, an auditor was recording on a public sidewalk until some annoyed police officers decided to ruin his day. The following is footage from inside the station where the corrupt officers literally cuffed the man to a bench, for which they'd get a massive humbling.
We're gonna go see the video. Give us a minute, okay? Are you chill? They're not gonna take those off for now.
Can you use it? It's not the law. They are torturing. There are no blood circulation here. I swear.
Okay, but listen to me. I'm gonna go see the video. Okay, are you gonna relax for a bit? 5 minutes?
Yes, but you please loosen them up. They are not the law, and I don't have blood circulation. I swear.
Okay, let's see. We'll see about that. You guys have gloves? You guys have gloves?
They are torturing.
Everything's on video, okay?
Please.
No, I'm just letting you know. Everything's on video.
I just have one thing to do with that.
Okay, no, it's okay. I think I got it. You got it, buddy?
Yeah.
So he's gonna loosen them up, but we're not gonna take them off for now. I gotta go see the video, okay?
That's okay, sir. Please do what you need to do for the best investigation.
Okay.
I just really don't have blood circulation. They really beat me up.
So what's your side? What did you tell me what happened?
I was recording on public sidewalk.
Okay. And what happened?
And they came outside. I recorded this on the video.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, get out! You're trespassing. We're gonna arrest you." They trashed me. They tried to touch me. 3 of them. I backed up one of them.
You're in custody.
This was another typical case of egotistical cops who had illegally detained an innocent man, but they weren't going to get away with their injustice.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you're cuffed to the bench? No, we gotta take that off. We gotta take that off. We can't cuff him to the bench, guys.
They don't know the Canadian law.
No, we can't cuff him to the bench. We gotta take that off.
I swear. They did
You can't, man. You can't. Brother, I'm telling you, listen to me. Listen to me. You're gonna get problems if you start cuffing people to the bench. Don't do that.
This is my second
Take my advice.
Can you move?
Sir, I will not touch you. Please be careful from the blood. I don't have anything. I don't use any drugs or anything.
Okay.
I am sure I will have a breathing problem. I'm actually using.
I'm gonna uncuff you from the bench. You're gonna sit up, okay?
I will have a
How were these cops actually justifying cuffing a man to a literal bench on his side? It would have caused terrible injuries.
You're responsible. I'm glad for your presence.
You're responsible. If this something happens to him,
I will follow your orders.
hold him.
Okay, sit up for me.
Hold him and you wait for us to get here.
Stand up and turn around.
People lying down and stuff, man.
Okay.
It's not gonna end with us.
Turn face that way.
You don't want to do that. You can put the cuffs on him, that's fine. People and they're lying on their stomach and their chest and their back. No, but you know what I'm trying to say. You're threatening us. Yes, sir. You're gonna just hold it.
They want you to death. I should breathe for a long time.
I'm just saying. This practice, you see this practice?
You can kill me with the...
Hey.
Stop arguing. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Come on. Thank you. 2 years is fine. I did this 16 years. 2 years is nothing. Let me tell you what's
I'm helping you out, all right? I'm helping you out. What I need you to do is help me out by not arguing, okay?
Okay, let's not talk. Let's not talk.
Key out of this thing.
No, it's not that. It's not. You gotta be reasonable. You gotta be reasonable. Because threatening, he has sorted us already. That's fine. Listen. This is a job. This is a job. You can't overreact to things. This is the job. If you listen.
Sorry, buddy, my key's like stuck in here.
I can't imagine how painful it must have been for this man. Thankfully, his cuffs were getting off.
The cuffing people and fighting with them, the whole thing feels getting amplified. You're cuffing them and putting them in position.
afraid they were going to put me here.
If you think that's okay, and you're comfortable with that, you're going to have to do another job. I'm telling you that. Because that's not how.
This one's okay now? Yeah, this one's okay. That's enough room.
If something happens to him, we're coming here, we're arresting.
It's not going to be comfy, but it's better than it was, okay? Okay, have a seat.
He's in cuffs in a compromising position. You gotta be careful.
He went to that position by himself. He was cuffed like this.
But regardless of how he went, what position was he in when we came, right?
A bunch of the corrupt cops were trying to gang up on the only righteous officer, but he wasn't going to be startled by them. He continued to protect and stand for the man.
So listen. We can't let him. No. So listen, this is what you gotta do. So I'm giving you, no, I'm not. I'm telling you what you need to do. What you need to do in the future, if you have him cuffed, you want to put him in the bench, if he moves, that's when you take your opportunity to fix him. If you don't leave him, you don't leave him in that position, bro. I'm just letting you know. If your funeral, you're the one who's going to be charged. Not me. You're the one who's going to be charged for that. You can't leave people in that position. He's not going to. He's in handcuffs. He's not going to. No. You can't wait until someone dies. Alright. Well, the point is, protect yourself. Yeah, don't put people in that position. That's what I'm saying. We're not gonna argue back. That you have with my manager if he's No. I'm letting you know. Your manager's not responsible. You're responsible. If I do this much. You're responsible. You're not gonna die with me. Listen, buddy. If you think you're gonna die because somebody's hand on your back, you gotta get another job.
The other thing, your manager, he's not the one that's gonna get charged.
Sir, we're gonna go check the video. We're gonna just be chill, okay? Give me 5 minutes, alright, sir?
Take all the time you wish, please.
I just don't want you to act up. We don't want to.
Can I please get the
Do not stand up, okay?
I know. Can I get my glasses, please?
Yes. Yeah,
can I please get my glasses for my wrists and for my wrists? They match with my wrists.
The following is footage from the good cops body cam, so you can hear better what arguments these stupid cops were making for their actions in the background earlier.
No, it's not that. It's not. You gotta be reasonable. You gotta be reasonable. Because threatening, he assaulted us already. That's why. Listen. This is the job. This is the job. Yes, that's why. You can't overreact to things. This is the job. This is the job. I will not. If you listen, then if you think that cuffing people and fighting with them, the whole situation is getting amplified, and you're cuffing them and putting them in an asphyxiating position.
The cop was trying to make the terrible cop understand, but he just wasn't hearing him.
If you think that's okay, and you're comfortable with that, you're gonna have to do another job, man. I'm telling you that, because that's not gonna get, well, your rules are wrong, and I'll tell you that right now, because you're gonna get in trouble. If something happens to him, we're coming here and we're arresting you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. No. He's in cuffs. He's in cuffs in a compromising position. You gotta be careful.
He went to that position by himself. He was cuffed like this.
He really said a man in handcuffs could have killed him? His excuses were pathetic.
If I die through this much, you're responsible. You're not gonna die with people. Listen, buddy. If you think you're gonna die because somebody's hand behind your back, you gotta get another job, man. You gotta get another job. You can't think like. Sir, we're gonna go check the video. We're gonna go check the. Just be chill, okay? Give me 5 minutes, all right, sir?
Take all the time you wish, please.
Okay. I just don't want you to act up. We don't want to.
Can I please get the
Hey guys, yeah, you want to check him out? He's pretty roughed up. You guys gonna stay? We're gonna check the video. This guy's outside on video. He's outside videotaping. He's trespassed from here, but they went outside and arrested him. The fight's on. We come in here, he's handcuffed to the bench on his side, bro. And he's all like, he can't, I'm trying to tell him he can't do that. But he's not listening. And they're going to be responsible if something happens to this guy. But he's not. It's
The officer then went to view the CCTV footage from the camera room.
Yeah, please. Okay, yeah.
Take him down. Let's go down this way.
Yeah.
I'll stay here.
Yeah, you'll stay here?
Yeah. How's it going? Camera's on, just so you know. Huh? Camera's on, just so you know. Okay. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I just got out of the car. I was sitting. You guys got to be careful though. Yeah. With stuff like this, because he's down there. He's cuffed to the bench.
It's common sense that you shouldn't tie or cuff a person to an immovable object, but the corrupt officer lacked that.
Where was he when he was?
Actually, I was on the third floor. So when they called me,
oh, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Hi, sir. Can you help me? The elevator just like crazy.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like in a very bad situation, and I feel very nauseous because they like pulled from both of my shoulders. Like they actually hurt my shoulders, and the handcuffs were like completely tightened. Yeah. And like they were dragging me on the floor on my knees while I was trying to not to puke and trying to breathe. Oh, I don't know from where they hit my head on the. They said, "Oh, don't risk, boom!" Hit my head to the door. I hope there was a camera. I wasn't just all the way here.
If I was in this man's place, I'd be much more furious than he was. He was quite respectful.
Again, that's kind of whatever's happening out there. If you'd like to follow once again, I'll just remind you everything's on camera, already on video.
You were outside. Okay. Can I grab some info from you, sir? So I saw the video. I'll be straight up with you. We're on camera, right? Based on what I saw, I've been doing this a little while, 16 years. Based on what I saw.
The officer would then make the reveal we had all been waiting for. Would the man be charged or not?
I don't believe you were trespassing. That's based on what I saw. Okay? My sergeant is coming to this. He's going to review the video, and we're going to get a blessing from above. Regardless of what happens today, we're not charging you with assault or trespassing. 100%. I'm trying to figure out the rest of stuff. What is your position right now in your eyes?
Thank goodness those corrupt cops didn't get away with their pathetic actions. Now they were about to pay because the man was fully convinced to press charges.
What is your opinion? How do you feel? Because I was upstairs for a bit, so these officers were talking to you. What is your take on this whole thing?
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
I was exercising my rights, which is freedom of the press.
I totally understand.
Sidewalk.
Yeah.
They came and they claimed the sidewalk is their private property. And they said, I am already trespassing. If I don't leave within a minute, they will be arrested.
Right. I saw the whole video. But based on the arrest and that whole thing, you getting assaulted, what is your opinion? What is your...
I've been physically assaulted and kidnapped and tortured.
Okay. So would you like to press charges? Is that...
Oh yeah.
100%?
1,000%.
Okay.
If it exists.
Okay. So we're going to need a statement and stuff from you. Okay? Alright. I understand totally what you're saying. I get it. At this time, I don't know what direction it's going to go in that way, but the only thing I can tell you right now for sure, 100%, we are not charging you with trespassing or assault. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Okay? In regards to further stuff, I can't give you any information just yet. So just bear with us, okay?
But thank you very much for suiting my feelings. Thank you very much for calming me down.
This righteous officer was a very good example of how cops should actually be. The police are supposed to serve the public like him and not be tyrants like the other cops.
Yeah, well, I just want to make sure I don't want anything to happen to you, right? We don't want anything to happen.
I just told the officer I love 51 Division.
Right. Do you have ID on you, sir?
I have in my wallet just on the top of the back.
Yeah.
I have my driver's license. Can I give it to you?
Yeah. Listen, you're not under arrest right now.
Thank you very much.
You're not, the cuffs are off, everything, you're not under arrest.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Here you go. Thank you.
But just please, officer, please do not share my private information.
No, this is for me. This is for me. No, this is for me. This is for me. Yeah, this is for me. But I'm just going to copy it down and I'm going to give you back. Okay?
If I see someone else, can I use my bag and get my focus on
Four. You could have head up. Oh, yeah, you're going to cut? Yeah, sure. Well, we're going to save the
out to the scalp.
Yeah, no, cut. Well, I'll deal with it.
I mean, him.
Oh, you want to take him up?
Take him up. Or you want to...
Well, I mean, he can go upstairs, but Barry's on the way. Yeah, let's go to the scalp. We can do that. Do you mind getting a body worn? Is that okay? From him? Into what happened? Yeah. Please, that'd be great. If you can do that, yeah. So these guys are going to take you upstairs and they're going to do a video statement just in regards to what happened.
The situation went awry for no reason. However, as far as my understanding of the law goes, the man is in for some serious compensation if he takes the matter to court. These next cops were as childish as they get until they got put in their place by an officer of higher authority.
This is as bad as it can get.
On July 16, 2022, Columbus police officers and Muskogee County Sheriff's deputies had a serious conflict at the Muskogee County Jail, and the situation only got worse as time went by.
All right, we got another one coming out. Okay, come on.
Everything may seem relatively cordial right now, but this situation is about to escalate real fast.
They got one in there and he still won't. Oh, God bless America. They won't let us in.
They won't let y'all in. They won't let me in. Ain't that right? Nah, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell. Watch this. Oh yeah. I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint. That might look good. A million bun, go at home. Boom. Out of there. Central, SB1, please. Lieutenant Ness are about to get a complaint. 100%. That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life. Hey.
It was as if this cop had made a promise not to let them inside, and he seemed hell-bent on keeping that promise.
So wait a minute. Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on. All right, I'm going to file a complaint. That's fine. That's fine. Good. How are you? Until y'all have directives, I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in, only 5 at a time. SO and GSP has priority.
So SO has priority,
and
even
GSP
though.
and you guys. I mean, this is beyond my control. I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm going to bring in 5. Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up. This is not my decision. Because I'm about to have a stroke.
Guess what? You want to
The body cam footage now transitions to the sheriff talking, and now we get a true assessment of the situation at hand.
So wait a minute. Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on. All right, I'm going to file a complaint. That's fine. That's fine. Good. How are you? Until y'all have directives, I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in, only 5 at a time. SO and GSP has priority.
So SO has priority,
and
even
GSP
though.
and you guys. I mean, this is beyond my control. I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm going to bring in 5.
Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up.
This is not my decision.
Because I'm about to have a stroke.
Guess what? You want to walk?
This is a failure of justice.
And the jail does not like us, so we have 5 people sitting here outside waiting. It's wonderful. The sheriff is very pissed with us, okay? And he runs the jail, so.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the call because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game. It ain't because of me, man. I got nothing to do with that. Sarge, I got nothing to do with that in there. It ain't my goddamn call. It's between the sheriff and the guy that works over there. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Move the goddamn car, or I'm gonna move the myself.
Go move it. How you gonna move it?
Move the goddamn car, man.
Move the car.
Why? Huh?
He's in that park.
You're acting like a bunch of goddamn kids, man.
I'm gonna go get my stuff because this is getting stupid. I'm not gonna be de-armed outside of the jail.
The officer, Police Corporal Alex Jashinskin, now gets a weapon out of his car, and that signifies an immediate serious shift in the encounter.
You need to get up here. Somebody get this goddamn car so I can get out. They want to play games. Y'all ain't letting them in, so they don't want to let me out. I hope I don't see you get.
After this, a burglary is reported, and the officers are forced to respond.
Back it up so we don't have to bring his ass.
Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car, and he's saying that his supervisor told him not to let him.
And again, no one on our side is threatening.
We're having a tit for tat over here. Hold on. Roll down your window. Here you go. Talk to your chief, please. Yes, sir. Oh. We gotta stop playing these games. This is retarded.
Yes.
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
The situation doesn't seem to be calming at all, and if these officers stay at it, this confrontation could end in disaster.
This ain't respectful.
Hey, damn, I got locked in. What I got to do with this shit? Like,
I don't want to fight. Everybody in.
I try to get through, and they immediately halfway open it, shut it on me. And I hear through there's a deputy standing next to me on the radio. That female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
From PD.
From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. There's one person inside there, and now they booked the sheriff guys out. Now he's like screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys. They won't even let us in to use the bathroom, nothing.
The childish behavior on display is appalling. If these are the officers in charge of enforcing the law, then we citizens need to be seriously worried.
I'm telling you right now, bro.
I'm transporting.
Possession Schedule 2, obstruction, and drug-related objects.
So far, it's all felons. All right. Get in your car, pull your people outside.
Get in your car, pull your prisoner out the fence.
Just let her go on. Write me a damn court date and let me go to court.
All CPD prisoners at the jail, just see me out there on the
in between the street, between the building of the SO and the CPD. We'll have our meeting there.
Let's have a seat. Watch your head, okay?
This is sad, man. They doing this shit.
Watch your legs, okay?
He threatened to arrest me in Fairbanks for obstruction, and in Lockhart, and also said he was going to ram the car. So. Oh yeah, he said he's going to ram the car. So I mean.
He's going to pass right by us if he ever sees us getting our ass beat on the street.
From there, the officers take the prisoners to 6th Avenue. When the only individuals in the mix displaying even a little bit of sanity are the criminals, you know something is horribly wrong. After a court summons, the police detainees were eventually released. The police chief, the sheriff, and the mayor later stated that the departments continue to collaborate effectively in spite of the controversy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below with your thoughts. And if you liked this video, you'll love this next one where these dirty cops realize they've been caught.
Listen. Continue to hurt if you don't shut up and listen.
Yeah, Sergeant, this little bit check.
He's a Sarge too.
You can't see it? It's right there. You can't read? I don't have to answer your question.
Yes, you do.
I don't have to answer your question.
Yes, you do. Your policy dictates it.